beautiful day for golf.
We're not good enough golfers.
Where is the beverage cart? Can't believe I paid money for this.
Welcome to the Ridge Golf Podcast After Dark. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, fellas?
People don't know it's after dark. We
Off to a good
recorded
start.
this.
For them, it could still be noon. Who knows?
It could be any time of the day.
Yeah, good
Well,
morning. Welcome to Ridge Golf Podcast Morning Edition.
We are
Does
coming
come
to
out at
you
6 in the
live.
morning.
Oh, no? It's not live?
No.
It's
Oh,
definitely not live.
Interesting enough, though, we are coming up on almost a year of the Ridge Golf Podcast.
Well,
which is
hot
pretty
damn.
cool. When I started it, I thought it'd be a lot easier to talk about golf every week than what it has been. So today's episode, we're just going to talk about something else completely different than golf. If golf comes up, then we can talk about it. If not, that's okay too. But
I only prepared for golf.
Yeah. You could start off with
Okay,
golf,
well-
and if we get off on another tangent, then maybe.
Okay.
Well, did you have a non-tangent or a tangent about something that wasn't golf?
Yeah. How about that
Yeah.
local sports team?
Not
Mhm.
great.
Well, first, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's listened weekly. And surprisingly enough, I know if you've listened to the podcast that you've probably figured out or we've said that we're from Wisconsin. A lot of the listeners, most of the listeners are not from Wisconsin, which is a surprise. We have a lot from Chicago, recently Tennessee, North Carolina, Chicago, but Illinois in general, and Minnesota. So thank
So
you.
shout out those states.
Those
Yeah,
places.
They have no idea what courses we're talking about, most likely, but they listen. So
They
thank you.
probably downloaded
what?
the podcast on accident.
But they're learning about them. That's the point.
Yeah,
Every
they can
week.
visit them. I will say, thank you for everybody in Illinois. I love your state, except for the tollways. I have been fighting a battle for the last couple months with those. Apparently, you cannot drive through them anymore. Or, no, sorry, you don't stop to pay. You just drive through, and then you pay online. And then when I had so let me back this up. PARtabs, the manufacturer that we get them from, is in Chicago. So I have to go through a bunch of tollways to go pick them up, and just drove through. A couple days later, I went on the website. It said I owed money. I paid that money. I must have not paid all that money, or something got messed up, and I got hit with a $15 fine. And then I found out that the first order of PARtabs was not right. So then I had to reorder. I had to go down there again. So then I went through the toll booth, came back, paid. I didn't pay. Something was messed up there again. And then a couple weeks ago, I just got another fine for $15. So
Sounds like you just got to learn how to pay tolls, bro. Like you're
Dude,
buying iPads.
So sorry, guys. This will be our last episode.
You can't afford it anymore.
Is broke now that we have two $15 fines to pay off. So
Yeah.
Dude,
it's been a good run. We almost made it a year.
I worked. Brady probably remembers this. During Cody's wedding, I quit the day before his wedding. Do you remember this? When I worked for that transport company,
Yeah, I came and picked you up from the truck stop.
and I was like, "Guess what? I quit my job today." And I only worked there about a week, but they had me running to Chicago. And I remember I didn't know what to do at all with these tolls at all. I was like, I know you go up to them. I'm sure you pay them, whatever. My boss didn't tell me how we take care of it, though. So anyways, I get up to the toll booth, and there's already a bunch of cars behind me. And he's like, okay, he goes, this much money. And I was like, I don't have my wallet. I realized I didn't bring my wallet. And he's like, okay. He goes, well, we're going to bill it then to your employer. And I was like, okay. So he goes to the front of the truck to get the license plate. He's like, you don't have a license plate on the front. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already like so stressed out from this. And he's like, okay, let me see your papers. Now, this was a newly leased truck. My boss had got all the papers, but didn't put them in the truck for like the truck information and stuff and the company information. So I didn't have that for me. And by this time, I'm just sweating. Like, I am so like, and there's so many cars, they're honking. And finally, what he did is he had to just get the license plate off the trailer. and he was able to send that in. And I guess my company, I couldn't imagine doing that all the time. Like, I'm sure you're so used to it, but I would hate to deal with that on a regular basis.
Now it's not a big deal because you have to drive through. I don't think you do stop. So they just they just take a picture of your license plate and then
Yeah, but still, just to
they
pay
find
that.
you.
Yeah,
Trust me,
to
dude,
pay
they
that
find you.
tax, I would hate it. I would hate it. Like,
Plus,
doing
like
that.
90% of people just have iPasses where you just like, put $20 on it or $100 on it, whatever. And then you just drive through until it sends you a notification saying, hey, you need some more money on here.
Gross.
Not us, not our not us simple folk
Yeah.
from Wisconsin.
Not
dude. We
you
don't have no
small town
iPads.
simpletons.
It's not the Wagner way. Pay
Well, and-
extra? No.
And then I didn't know, like, and I mean, this should be obvious, but if you don't leave the state and you don't have tolls, you don't think about this. But buddy of mine, he was like, yeah, he drives semi too. And he goes, I got routes all the time to avoid the tolls. Well, I didn't, no one gave me a map on how to dodge these tolls and crap like that. So I don't know. It was a disaster.
Google will tell
Okay.
you, just say you don't want tolls. It'll add 45 minutes, but you won't have to pay that $4.50 in total tolls.
And a
Sucks.
$15 fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and a $15.
Well, I think the guy said it was like $2 or $3, and he's like, "You don't have $2 or $3 on you." I'm like, "You don't understand. I don't have my wallet. Like, that's where I keep my money." And he was very disappointed in me. I could tell.
He's like, you're making this a lot harder than it needs to be, buddy.
Yeah, and he was just over it because I'm sure he deals with every type of person, who.
You mean after you didn't have your wallet, and then he went to the front of the truck, he didn't have a plate, and then he asked for your
The
papers.
papers.
It's like, oh, okay,
It's like,
he's
this
over this.
fucking guy. Yeah.
Like I said, I was sweating in that truck. And the thing was, like, one of the reasons I quit too, because I said it only lasted a week there, and this might make me sound like a wimp, but I couldn't handle it in Chicago. Like, the last day, my hands were just shaking. I couldn't handle the traffic. I couldn't handle just the stress of driving in that. And like, I like to think of myself as a good driver, but F driving in that. Like, hats off to you people that do that every day.
I like Chicago. I've been to Chicago more times than I've been to Milwaukee.
Well,
But so other than that, other than the tolls and the driving to Chicago, thanks for everybody that's listening. We love your pizza and your brats or something. I don't know. I
Hot
like it.
dogs.
down
They got
there.
hot
your,
dogs down there, right?
your bowls and
Your lovely
I like
flat
that Italian beef.
I've heard the aquarium is very nice there.
Oh, yeah, I've
Oh,
been
I
there.
do
It's
like-
pretty nice. Yeah.
Bringing it back to golf, Galena was probably one of the first like really nice course I've golfed at in Illinois. So it's a
Yeah.
plus.
That adds to it. That
we weren't invited, so we don't know what that was
Yeah,
like.
we wouldn't know what that's like. Yeah.
I'm sure it's the way you guys talk. It's beautiful. Sure.
You guys
Sounds
found
like
a
a nice place.
maybe once Ridge Golf recovers from the $30 in fines that it has to pay, Ridge
Oh,
Golf could pay
yeah,
for
it's
us
tax
for
write-off.
a weekend, go rent a Airbnb down there, do a little golfing, right on the course. Maybe that'll happen sometime.
That's a big ask, dude. That's a big ask. Like we could do like a round maybe. We talking Airbnb, food, weekend. That adds up, especially there.
I mean, down the road, not
Down the road.
anytime,
What were the other states that were listening? Did you say like Tennessee or something?
Buy par tabs. Yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee was one.
What do we like about them?
Oh, dude. Well, I don't.
Go down all the
I don't know.
lists.
Got whiskey down there. Oh.
They do have good whiskey, and I don't know if any of you have been to Nashville, but I've been there a couple times, and that's fun. A lot of fun.
Going next summer, I think.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Probably will never get there, but I've heard good things.
Oh, come next
It's
summer.
expensive.
I'm
And,
sure it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been there for three or 4 years. I'm sure it was blowing up then. I'm sure it's still blowing up now. But yeah, been there. Been to Lynchburg. Actually competed in the smoking world championship down there.
Competed, didn't you
at
win?
Lynchburg. No, did not win. And it wasn't like the invite one. It was called the Shade Tree. So it was like you put your name in a drawing and then they pick you to go down there to smoke. And you get some money. It's not huge money. It's not like the 10 grand you win if you're part of the invitational teams. Still fun.
10
It's awesome.
grand. Ooh,
Yeah, no shit.
that's some money.
Yeah, well, it's not a cheap thing to do though either. I mean, that all adds up. Meat,
Yeah, they give
traveling.
They give you some tax information if you win that. 10
They
grand.
do.
Do
Yeah,
they?
they do.
Jeez, that sucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
Actually,
man.
it'd be like the 999, or like just under the limit or whatever it is. Like,
Speaking of which,
500
we were
bucks,
talking about this
599 bucks.
500, yeah.
to go on a different tangent. We were talking about this the other day. Did you ever notice? Okay, so like me and Brady were debating all week and putting in for like the Powerball because it was at like 1.73 billion or something like that.
billion with a B.
Yeah, we talked about it for 2 days, didn't do anything with it. But I said it is funny, and I'm not a conspiracy person, but it is funny how like it seems like the people that always win these are in these high income tax states. Because I think like the last couple weren't they in California, where like that's the highest income tax state. I
The
think
last three.
last three.
I think the last 2 or 3 were in California. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I saw something about that too.
But yeah, that's also where a lot of your population is too. So
Yes.
true, but like, my gosh, what are the odds that it hits that state that often with that many people playing? You know,
so you don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but you're
But it's
kind of
gonna be one.
acting like
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm just trying to look right now who has California. Obviously, I knew it was, but let's see. It's let's see.
They're just good at picking numbers out there.
13.3% for California.
That's of the
Douche.
total population is 13.3%.
No, I think that's the income tax.
Income
for-
tax.
Oh,
That's the income
Yeah.
tax, dude.
The
That's
next
rough.
is Hawaii with 11%, then
that
Jersey
makes sense.
with 10, Oregon 9.9, then Minnesota with 9.8.
What do
So
we
yeah,
like?
I mean, it just is weird that it's always the highest income tax. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. You know.
What's
Sure is fishy.
I don't like how you have to. Well, it depends on the state, actually. But in Wisconsin, you have to identify yourself.
That's the
Yeah, you
stupidest rule
can't.
ever. That's
Yeah.
so stupid. So
That's
stupid.
almost
I
too
can't
much money to
believe-
win.
Yeah, I can't believe like every state is like, you know what? Let's try to protect these people a little bit. Like, no, we're just
Nah,
gonna give them.
yeah.
Everyone's gonna know you made
Yeah.
a shit ton of money.
We're gonna do the old Brady on them. They have to give their name, address, social security number.
Yeah.
They need to divulge all their information before they can claim this.
Put it
Oh,
out on
dude,
several podcasts. Everybody knows.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a
Dude,
stupid rule.
The Illinois Department of Transportation would be coming after me hard.
I know you got that $15.
Yeah, that's dumb. I don't like that. Did you see what Wisconsin's tax was on that?
I can look it up
You live
quick.
here, don't you know?
Mhm.
Are we 5.5?
I don't know either.
That's sales
Pretty
tax.
Oh yeah, sales. That's right.
It is. Ooh, it's not actually terrible.
Ooh.
Wisconsin income tax rates are 3.5 to 7.6. I don't know why, depending on marital status of income. Okay, so I'm guessing if you file as a single, you're more towards that lower, which that's nice. I mean, 3.5 is.
I feel like they're taking the 7 out of me.
Obviously.
Wow. Well, I think everyone probably thinks that.
Rule breaker like
Probably-
you deserve all that extra interest.
There's probably one guy that gets 3.5, so they're like, yeah, it's 3.5, and then everyone else gets like close to 8.
Probably. But so where were we at on that? Oh yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, what's North Carolina? You said.
North Carolina. I have not been actually.
No, I have also never
Not even
been.
passing through, but I think
Brady?
that's the
Petey Pablo is a big fan.
What? Oh.
Raise up.
Oh, I got it. I
Yeah,
got it.
raise up,
Okay.
man.
Haven't you been there, Brady?
I've been to one of the which one's got Hilton Head? I don't even remember, to be honest, if it was North or South. But I went
Yeah,
to
I've never been
Carolina,
there.
Myrtle
I have
Beach.
no
I think that was
idea.
South Carolina.
Close enough.
That might be South Carolina. Yeah.
Drove through it, probably. Does that count?
Did it look good?
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Well, there you go. So congrats on that.
do they have tollways?
Probably not. I was probably on interstate. I don't remember though.
Probably want to do it accidentally. Like, oh shit, this is the wrong Carolina.
Yeah, you know, you been to one, you been to them all.
Just slowly losing all the listeners that we have from those states.
Yeah, we get rid of all of our
we're
listeners.
sorry. Keep listening. We won't shout out again. But do we have any of our Iowa neighbors that listen?
Yeah. There's actually quite a few from Iowa, Dubuque area. So
You
They
know?
got internet down there with their corn.
Oh, now we lost all of them for sure. Guys, your yields are going to be great this year. And we're sorry. Like you're going to do good.
It's probably harvest season right
Hey.
now. They're probably listening to us in the combine.
It's true. Speaking of Iowa, Field of Dreams. Who is the
Mhm.
guy? You guys will know this. I won't. Who is the guy that is harvesting the corn and he's making a liquor out of it or whatever? You guys heard that story?
Nope.
Ah, damn it. So anyways, it's some athlete. You'd have to look it up. Someone do it maybe while I'm saying this tangent. He buys the corn. He takes the corn, makes a liquor out of it, and it's something to do with the Field of Dreams. And anyways, he does a limited batch every time, and it's sold out, I think, twice now. He's done it twice. And I think he just got done doing the second batch, and it was almost sold out. But some athlete,
Field of Dreams whiskey, it's called.
look, see,
I'm just trying to get this. Trying to
Made
Google
from-
as fast as possible.
well, I thought for sure one of you guys would have heard this story. I mean, this was kind
I've
of all
never
over for a
heard
bit. But yeah, he takes it, he makes it into, I don't know what, I'm not sure what,
It's bourbon made from the corn that is growing at the Field of Dreams. So I can't find any athlete tied to it.
bourbon whiskey, and it's also
well, maybe I made that up.
It's got a whiskey, lemon, ginger, Southpaw canned cocktail from there too.
Okay.
Very
So, yeah.
classy looking bottle.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But
You could put
yeah,
that in your shelf. People would be impressed. Oh, Field of Dreams
Our
bourbon. Neat.
story. Let's see here.
you thinking of Kevin Costner, Alex?
it's not Kevin Costner. My God. Oops, my headset fell out. No, not Kevin Costner.
It doesn't say a particular person.
Speaking of cocktails, I did try the transfusion for tonight's festivities. It's all right. It pretty much just tastes like grape juice, which isn't bad.
What was it? It was vodka and grape juice.
Grape juice, ginger ale, a little splash of lime juice. Pretty much just tastes like grape juice, which is fine.
Well,
Grape
I mean,
juice.
if you're, it's ideally probably what you want to taste like.
And this is the in the popular golf drink of the time, right?
Yeah, people be loving transfusions on the course, apparently.
I'm trying to think.
So what?
I need to work on the ratios. More of a 50-50-50. I think I got a little heavy on the grape juice. Maybe for the next one, I'll dial it back a touch.
I'm sure
That's a
they
good
have
one.
those in the RTD, the ready to drink, like pre-mix.
Yeah,
or
there is
whatever.
one or two companies that make basically ready to drink one. One of them you might need to add the liquor or something, but it's basically like ready to drink.
I'm going to plug it again, man. Anyone out there hasn't tried carbless, drink that stuff. Gosh, that stuff is good.
It's fine. It's a little expensive, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's like $11 for a 4-pack, but
Yeah.
Oh, so good. I just tried the cranberry one. And I thought that'd be like my least favorite. That's my new favorite for sure.
Cranberry
some-
tastes like cranberries.
They do. It's
Made
weird.
some caramel apple martinis for the wife's birthday last weekend. Those are pretty good.
Doesn't sound bad.
Okay.
Very seasonal right now.
I think Josh
yeah.
got an update.
Josh?
Damn it!
I have not Josh.
The other Krubs.
I think Jay over there got an update.
The people that own it or they make it are two former baseball players, Drew Storen and Tyler Clippert.
Boom.
Never heard of either of them.
Bought the corn that is grown in the famous cornfield that served as the Field of Dreams, and then they took it. I'm guessing they had to ship it. If it's bourbon, it can only be made in Bourbon County, I think. Isn't that right?
No, bourbon is only made in the U.S., I believe, but it has to be made in like a white oak barrel, I think, is like one of the stipulations.
Yeah, they're the
True.
ones
I think
who
they've gotten pretty loose with
pretty
that.
loose with that, but yeah,
You know
so
what?
they
Listeners,
do it.
Do your own research because I'm done Googling stuff for the night.
Docs, I remember in one of like the distillery tours I took or something like that, the guy running the business was like, honestly, if you have land, chop down all of your trees and start growing white oak trees now because like the bourbon craze is going crazy and there's only so many trees to make barrels and they're running out of that particular type of tree apparently. So he's like, plant some white oaks, and then you can chop them down and sell them to make bourbon barrels or something like that in the future. So, business venture out there for all you folks with land, plant some white oak trees out there.
Dude, Brady has just been giving out these ideas.
Yeah, I'm just giving out
I-
ideas every week, man. You guys could be making millions. I'm an idea guy. I don't follow through with any of them. I'm just an idea guy.
Giving you the new business ideas, telling you who to
Okay,
bet
hold on.
on in these golf tournaments.
So you're gonna have to wait a while. I went against what I said and did Google something. I wanted to see how quickly you would profit from Brady's idea. White oaks grow approximately 1 foot per year. So you're gonna have to wait a while.
You're looking at your kid's investment, probably.
That are
Yeah.
some really short barrels.
Yeah. A barrel's only 4 feet tall or so, so it doesn't gotta be that long.
Because it commonly attains a height of 80 to 100 feet. So you're gonna be waiting a while. Yeah.
Well, if you wait till it's fully growing, I mean, like you said, you can get a lot of barrels out of a smaller tree.
Well, I don't know.
I guess
30-foot
that's sound
tree can give
logic.
you a lot of slats.
Dude, quit putting holes into Brady's business plans here.
I'm just saying, you got to
You need at least one hole in the barrel.
The guy clearing out stuff right now, making room for these trees.
Yeah, that one
some guys already-
listener in North Carolina is
Started chopping them down,
like,
getting
Oh
going.
shit! I gotta get on that.
What's the most random place we've had a listener? Do you have that on cue?
It's across seas.
Australia.
Oh,
No, Australia, the Netherlands,
I love it's that Australian guy listening.
Brazil,
You're like, oh, that's me.
yeah, Africa.
Actually, he's probably like, oi, that's me, mate.
Oi! That's,
yes.
well,
This-
he's gone too.
The name of this podcast is going to be the roast of our listeners. That's
Yeah.
what it's gonna be.
Get rid of
Oh,
everybody.
We all appreciate you.
See ya, listeners.
Just like Brady's person. Oi!
Oi.
Isn't it usually
That's-
crikey?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's not freaking the Irwin twins over there.
I mean, twins.
I don't know. His kid's been popping up on my TikTok page every once in a while.
The one thing, like,
Oh.
speaking of like oi, straight, like the whole oak craze in Wisconsin, it is insane because like until people started pointing that out years ago, that like we say that all the time. I mean, I never really caught on to it, but man, I say that a lot. Like I think all of us do because I've tried to listen in on people before, and I'm like, holy shit, like this happens all the time.
I do say "oh" quite a bit.
Especially like in video games and stuff. Like that's
Oh.
This guy over here.
Oh.
he's teabagging me. Oh.
Just let me squeeze through there. Ooh.
But yeah, until they pointed that out, I mean, I don't think Wisconsinites really ever thought about that. But yeah, we do say it a lot.
Okay, here's a
Golly
quick.
gee, we
Thanks a lot, Charlie Barons.
I got
Not
a
a
quick
listener.
breakdown. So the countries that we got listeners are United States, obviously, Kenya, Netherlands, Brazil, Australia. And then, like I said, most of all the other listeners are from Wisconsin, Illinois, Texas, Florida, and
It's a
let's
Gulf
see,
state.
Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Colorado, California, Ohio.
I think our goal should be to get one from every state. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
That
something.
would be cool. I'm surprised
That'd be
we
neat.
got some
How
from
do
out
we
of
market
country. That's
ourselves in Wyoming?
I'd say Utah.
Mm.
Gotta get that Utah. I don't know if anyone lives in Utah.
I'd say the Wyoming one would be.
80% of the states.
We have to direct anybody from Wyoming to look at the YouTube video with a AR golf ball launcher.
Pasture golf, yeah.
Yeah, that might
Yeah.
be a pull there. Yeah.
Got to reel in the Republicans.
Have you guys seen our rifles?
Yeah. We did that for you.
We golf, but we also do like guns.
That's why I said like in that video. I mean, it's even clipped in the video, but just like, and we talked about that before, but just like the gun safety that was kind of ignored during the making of that video. Like, we all know what we're
bullets.
doing. Like, yeah.
We never saw any of it though. Like none of it was.
No, I mean, none of it was ever dangerous, but I mean, it's just, yeah, there were certain things that are not advised.
There's no bullets.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. But what's the number one rule?
Never
Have
point
fun.
at
Is it?
somebody.
I don't know. I assume every gun's loaded. That's either 1 or 2. I don't know.
Have fun. Rule number
Yeah,
one.
everyone, have fun. All right?
Just have fun.
Apparently,
These are
we gotta
guns.
brush
Have
up
fun.
on our hunter safety.
Yeah, did we? None of us go to hunter safety?
I
that-
had to. I had
20
to.
years ago. Yeah,
I never went.
I definitely
Yeah,
did.
golf ball launchers weren't a thing back then, dude.
It's true.
Can you imagine getting pelted with one of those? You'd survive. No, it would
no.
not. No, that would.
Well,
Oh,
depends
if
on how
you-
close you're
Hold
standing.
on. You take that in the leg, it's gonna kill you.
Maybe.
Yeah, they give you a blood clot and you die
Clots
eventually.
and then goes around in your brain. Yeah.
Liar. You know that isn't gonna kill you.
It gets a cut and it gets infected, and then that infection spreads through your whole body. Dead.
Yep.
Now, if you were like within 2 feet, yeah, it's probably gonna do some major damage. But if I'm at like the 150 mark, you're like, that hurt.
All right, you want to try it out?
Yeah.
if you get
Let's just-
shot in the head.
Let's test this.
The
theory.
way of that shot, there's no way you guys are gonna hit me. That thing was the most inconsistent shot ever.
It's not a 0% chance. I can tell you
That's
that.
true. That's true.
Probably better off aiming next to him, not at him.
Yeah. Yeah. Just do the opposite direction. It probably has a better chance of hitting my leg.
I'm looking at something up right now. Hold on.
Well, we can.
Is it cool?
Keep looking.
Should we all look at it?
Well, let's see. I'm just looking up quick. How many people have died from golf ball accidents?
Local man shot in the leg.
Yeah.
This episode has taken a dark turn.
I'm trying to let's see here.
I'm sure it's quite a
If
few.
yeah. Okay. Well, this is a statistic right here. According to Golf Digest, each year an estimated 40,000 golfers seek emergency treatment due to injuries caused by golf balls flying and flying club heads. That I could see, dude. I've seen Alex sail a golf club
Yeah.
head down the club path.
You
Okay,
got
but
that,
here's
you
the
got
thing.
that one iron coming flying at you.
That's you got to be towards the end of the hole because how many people are standing in front of someone when they're? Well, I guess we get out in front of each other though quite a bit. Yeah, I guess I
A
can
little
see
bit
it.
here and there, yeah.
Yeah,
Or you hit a tree when you're trying to get through the woods and it comes straight back at you and cracks
so
you.
funny.
you know?
So funny though. What a riot!
Okay, so this is interesting. This is the guy that was playing golf with his friends on February 17th, 2018. And he got hit in the temple and he dropped to the ground. Sat up, was talking, bleeding from a cut on the left side of his head. And then he arrived at the hospital. Let's see here. His heart rate dropped to 35 beats per minute and his blood pressure rose. His pupils were dilated and unreactive to bright light. And then he ended up dying. That's
Jeez.
terrible. But yeah,
That's a particularly bad way to go.
yeah, that would suck.
I
Because
said
it didn't
Brady.
kill him.
Pun.
I got you. I
Okay,
got you.
thank you. Gosh, Brady.
All right, I'm still
guy.
trying to read.
You got to really
Uh,
emphasize the pun so I know what you're trying to do there.
You said
That was a particularly bad way to.
I bet
I
when he
just-
got hit, he was seeing birdies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, this guy
Just
died.
terrible. Just terrible.
So yeah, that can kill you. So I'm sure if you took a golf ball from an AR into the side of your head, that'd kill you.
Fuck yes.
Well,
I'm
duh.
not arguing that. I'm debating a leg. I'm not saying taking one in the temple. I think I know how that one went, but
We got this thing way off track. Jeez.
well, there was no track.
I don't think
This was
I don't think we have a track.
Yeah,
Well, it's off the rails, but there was no rails. All right.
just giving the people what they want.
I haven't found out what that is yet. But
Yeah.
Search continues.
I have any of you guys ever been hit by a golf ball? I've never been hit by one, but
Just-
no.
Not on the course, I don't think.
I think I got just like
nothing hard.
somebody chipping one, like, yeah, that kind of I was standing off to the side and they like hit it off the end of the club and just like
Just
wasn't
yeah,
hard
kind
or
of
anything,
sucking
yeah.
out.
But
I
other
saw,
than-
like I said, I
other
saw
than
my buddy's dad get hit once, but that wasn't bad. But other than that, I've seen some close calls, but nothing terrible.
I hit Getch, but I didn't get hit, so I was fine.
Get you still alive.
Yeah, and Getch is still ticking, so all good.
I
I mean, it's their fault. They were 100 yards ahead of us, basically in front of the green. They're almost blocking it. I mean, I hit a great shot, so that's on them for being in the way.
how dare they?
Yeah, right.
I kind of like
You
how
were
like when you're,
standing there.
when you're in front of someone, how confident you are that they're not going to hit you, but yet you see some of the most inconsistent shots from this person ever. Like you're like, they ain't going to hit me. And that's
Nah,
like
not this time. They'll be fine this time.
It's like the biggest wild card in the group. It's like, I trust him. Like,
I've had some close calls where I've sent one, with a really mean slice, and there's been people on the other fairway, and it's been head and fight. Like we're like my heart drops, and I'm like, oh please, do not. I've never hit anybody, but I've come damn close for sure.
That video still of that woman golfer on YouTube, and I think we've talked about this before, where she swings and hits the crowd, one person, and then she does it, tees up again and hits again, and she's like, "Someone stop her!"
It's out of control.
Yeah. I still look that up like periodically and just laugh. I mean, it's just so funny, and I mean, those people that stand in front, you got to be really sure you're not going to get hit. Like that's a dangerous place to be.
Put that on Twitter.
Like I get it, they're pros, but like I still don't have that much trust in them.
Yeah, just a Twitter update. I don't think I've posted anything in like 2 weeks.
Oh, I won't be telling the people. They got to go find it.
Tell
me you're posting content all the time.
Social media expert.
I want it. I'm trying to give it away to Brady. He won't take it.
You've literally never once tried.
Well, right now, the last thing I posted, it got removed. So that just killed me inside. I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
That's weird.
You didn't even know it got removed until I said.
That's how much I pay attention to it. The biggest post that I've gotten anything on was the female golfer who refuses to wear a bra. That one, of course, lit up, but the rest are like,
sex sells, I guess, huh?
It does.
Nobody cares about some dude almost falling off a cliff. They want to see braless golfers.
Yeah.
I never wear a bra when I golf.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care.
Why do you think I golf with you so much?
Maybe I will wear a bra.
Yeah, maybe that's why it is. Yep.
Jordan's asked me to go golfing like 10 times this week.
Yeah, he really wants to go out again.
He always the bumpy he's never driving on the path. He's always driving like off the path and the bumpiest spots. I don't know why.
Always standing on the side of me, just looking.
We do got our night golf thing coming up.
I know people don't want to hear about that, dude. We've talked about it for the last 2 weeks. We'll talk about it after we do it. But...
Go after yourself. Just trying to
screw you for trying to bring something.
Trying to keep it going. Yeah, you know what?
How dare you?
Your favorite candy bar. Let's talk about that. Huh?
Hey, let's talk about pin seekers.
Yeah,
that's still going on. Let me guess. It's coming along. Yep.
It's getting there. We got so let's see. Last time I drove past there, they got TVs up. They got the tables up. They've got stools.
We don't actually care.
I was to say.
Yeah, the windows in there. Like
just lost the last listener.
The windows are in, most of them. I don't know. It's way behind schedule. It's like a year behind schedule. But
these are great updates. The windows might be in. They might not be. I don't know.
They repaved. I can't tell.
They repaved the last part. Or they paved the last part of the parking lot. Close.
Shocking! You couldn't build that thing on schedule in a year where it like literally never rained outside. Like that's wild.
Yeah.
Like we could do it though.
Well,
easy.
Economy, dude.
You got in the theme of this episode. It's shitting on everyone else. All right.
Once all my white oak trees start taking place, I'm building one.
See in like 50
my grandson. My grandson harvests all those. I'm gonna be rich.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have several pin seekers.
We should kind of keep track of that, of how Brady is laying these bets. And like for instance, when the Ryder Cup came along and the one hit, that
great. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, if you quit parlaying on everything,
that's where you make the big bucks, though.
Yeah, but you make.
I had a coworker. He only bets on the parlays, and so he showed
me. Never wins.
No, he showed me some of his bets and what he has made, and if I wouldn't have saw it, I wouldn't have believed it. But I tell you what, he does those just like you do, and man, he does basketball ones.
Yeah.
And dude, like the amount of money that he has made. Now, given he is dropping some major bucks. I don't know where he gets all that money, but holy cow, does it pan out sometimes?
Well, I mean,
Usually less times than what goes the other way, but
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to talk about the money he
No.
lost, obviously.
as long
but
as you're doing it for fun, it's fine.
I think I know who you're talking about, Alex. Do I know him?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
we
know?
gotta be. You
I'm
can't be
not
the same with like.
Yeah, I can't be doing Brady just laying names down right
Yeah.
now. That guy-
George Costanza.
That well, Brady just can't be like, I'm gonna bet on Team USA. This guy's gonna get 5 points, or this guy's gonna get this many points. This guy's gonna get that many points, and it's gonna storm at 3 p.m. If that happens, dude, I'm gonna be walking.
Rip. Retiring tomorrow.
Yeah, you had me up to the last one, dude.
That should be an occasional thing. Yeah, like if Brady has a bet that he would maybe do, just one of us just put a little down on it and just see what happens.
Yeah, there you go.
What is like Brady? You said for golf, like the betting's pretty standard. There's nothing that gets too crazy. But you said like the big games, like the Super Bowl, you can bet on anything, right?
Yeah, depending on what app you go to. I mean, some will have, heads or tails on the coin toss, while the first kick be a touchback, yes or no. Like pretty
I've heard,
much any random thing, like outcome of the first drive. Is it a touchdown? Is it a field goal? Is it they turn over on downs? A pick, like whatever, man. Like you can bet on pretty much anything in the Super Bowl. Like they have a million prop bets on that.
How
thing.
long the national anthem is, if it's over under like a minute.
Yeah.
Like
I've heard like the Gatorade color that they dump,
Yep.
or if they dump it.
All that stuff.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
So
talking
funny.
about. See, like I don't know. I mean, I'm a fan of sports in general.
But give you
but
the
I don't-
games of random chance that no one has any insight on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Let's get some money on that. Like, let's do some parlays of Gatorade color, coin toss, national anthem, and
all the ones we just said.
all
Yeah,
the
well,
odd parlays. Yes.
I
Yeah.
did see some dude parlayed every single football game like a couple weeks ago where opening kickoff was going to be a touchback, and it did hit, and it was like $2 to win, like, I don't know, I want to say over a couple grand. Like,
I feel like should be more than that. That's like, I guess you're only betting $2, but still, like,
Yeah.
How insane is that?
apparently not very medium insane. I don't know.
Yeah.
That guy hit it.
Yeah,
Beatty, how often do you gamble on a monthly basis?
Did you call
Weekly.
him baby or Brady?
Brady.
Sounds like you said baby.
I'd say weekly. Is that an answer? I don't know.
Yeah.
How much?
Oh,
No, I
how
mean, no,
much?
no. I don't want a dollar amount. No, I just want
I
to
do.
know
I want to know. Yeah.
how much before taxes.
Let's see your tax return. Yeah.
No, I have a unit size because I'm a responsible gambler, and I will bet, a couple units here and there, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. A lot of football games. So, like a standalone Monday night game, I'm probably betting, or a Thursday night game, probably betting. And then, like, a couple here and there on a Sunday. Or I got, like, today I had 5 total for the college games. Like, I don't know, here and there.
When you do that, you have to drive to Dubuque, right? Or you have to get out of Wisconsin, right?
I got a guy.
Got a bookie.
Oh, nice.
His buddy.
But it is kind of nicer when you can go and do it yourself at, like I said, eventually Wisconsin, maybe
They'll
we'll
get
get their
it.
heads
They'll
on their
get it.
butts and
Yeah.
we'll get it. Otherwise, yeah, they're
Maybe.
losing all my tax revenue to Iowa or Illinois.
Let's see. What are how many states are non-gambling states? I know that
It's about
it's a lot,
maybe,
isn't it?
It's
yeah, it's probably
over
30 half
maybe.
don't have it, but they're spreading fast now since they overturned that rule, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. They've been spreading pretty quickly. There's probably about a dozen to 15 states now that all have mobile gambling. Just got to be within state limits, basically.
This one says there's 44 U.S. states that have some form of a casino. So I mean,
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
Because even Wisconsin has casinos, but they didn't have sports betting.
right. I'm just giving just whatever I find first, but I'll see if there's.
It's very interesting because you say that, because I've been in Iowa at some bars and they don't do shake of the day or pull tabs.
Yeah,
because
but they're
of the
totally
gambling.
fine with mobile gambling. Yeah,
Right. And then any dive bar in Wisconsin, I mean, shake of
has
the day.
shake the day. Yeah.
Yeah, just a ritual.
If our bars, like I went to like different towns and they don't have a shake of the day, like I am seriously upset about it. Like,
I am
how do you
disappointed
not?
too,
Yeah,
right?
I wanted to throw my money at you. Why aren't you?
What am I supposed to do with this dollar now?
Yeah,
That
I just usually throw it on the floor. Like I don't know what to do with it.
I'm not gonna say the name because they're good friends of the podcast, but like, yeah, they have a bar and Alex went in there and he's like, "What's the shake of the day?" I'm like, "They don't have shake of the day." He's like, well, "Where's the pull tab machine?" I go, "They don't have pull tabs either." He's like, "What kind of bar is this?"
So
Hey, they
dumb
get
not
their
to
shit
have those.
together.
Okay, so
28 states are mobile gambling.
the states that I have that are non-sports betting or it's not legal to sports bet: Alabama, Alaska, California, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Minnesota, Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas, Utah.
A lot of Bible Belt ones down there.
Missouri.
Yeah. Missouri. Yeah, my coworker always called it Missouri, so I just kind of stuck in my head.
Yeah, I got a buddy that lives down there, and he also calls it Missouri. So checks out.
All right. 24 of the 28 are all like started doing it since January of 2022. So like year and a half.
Yeah, so they've
ago, like
it's
20
really been pushing hard
Well,
lately. Yeah,
Big money behind. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
yeah, right,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Because they overturned, I think it was like a Supreme Court ruling or something in like I don't know 2020 or somewhere around there. And then yeah, it was kind of how fast can you get your local laws and regulations in place to get this for your state so you can start collecting money on it, basically.
That's good. It might be hard for Wisconsin to pass it because of the gambling of the Native American.
Oh,
Yeah, and I know
they
like
aren't gonna want that because that's them losing their money.
Yeah, and Madison like might not be able to get it at all because I feel like I remember some governor a long time ago or mayor or something because that's why like the Madison Casino only has like slots and no table games because like the mayor or something like banned it indefinitely, like for life. He's like, this will never be in Madison or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it went, but something along those lines. Like,
I'm really surprised that speaking like for gambling, Wisconsin sports betting, like also marijuana. I always thought like that would be a big thing, especially when Evers got in there. Like, boom, we're gonna have marijuana.
He's making a push. I think maybe for this or up a near election cycle, I believe he's making a push to try to get it on the ballot.
I don't think it'll happen, but I'm just amazed still.
I mean, when like all your neighboring states have it, and you see, Wisconsin residents driving over, spending our money there, and them getting the revenue, like,
right?
Why not put it in your own state? Like,
yeah. Don't worry, good politicians. Your pockets will get padded once it kicks in. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah, they're missing out on so much
think?
Revenue.
Right.
Yeah,
what do you think about it, Blake? Tell us your opinion.
He just walks away.
He just walked away.
He's so tired of the conversation. He just walks away. It's just
like marijuana betting.
Get
I'm out of here.
Stuff out of here.
That stuff's illegal.
Guys can't be talking about those illegal things. That's naughty.
Yeah.
Shh, quiet. He's coming back.
I'll say I'll do it as soon as he puts his headphones back on. If his internet doesn't freeze.
It did.
That's good. No, I'm
is
good.
it?
What do you think about that, Blake?
I don't know. People can smoke marijuana if they want. I don't care.
Dang it. He picked up right where we left off. Yeah. Did not pan out well. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So, my internet is freezing up though for some reason.
Yeah, we got a still image of you up here.
Yeah.
You don't look good.
Nice.
Looks like you're on the toilet.
Yeah. And you're
really pushing to get that thing out.
Yeah. And you're pointing at it for some reason.
Y'all see this over here?
Who does number 2 work for?
Oh man.
Oh, he's gone.
Jeez, this is falling apart. This might be a sign.
We can't be done until he comes back.
Wait, is it still recording if he's gone?
Yeah, he's dropped out before.
Okay.
It's kept recording. So
we're having technical difficulties, everyone. Please stand by.
It's pretty much
sure they'll fight a lot of this, right?
Par for the course for this episode, huh?
Either way.
I don't mind it. It's not bad.
Brady's
fucking Brady.
Jesus. Everyone's just getting up and leaving.
Blake, when you edit this, keep all this in.
Alex.
I want all this in.
If you left, I wouldn't be able to tell, so I could be the only one.
Yeah,
left
it's
on
true.
here. I don't know.
I had to run to the fridge. My drink was empty.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We're like,
Hold
oh,
on.
Brady just walks away, doesn't tell us he's leaving either.
All that fiasco.
I thought I could
Blake-
get there and
Blake-
back before he'd even notice.
Blake's cutting out. I open a beer and it starts fizzing everywhere. I'm spilling everywhere. Damn.
Chaos.
What are the chances he just doesn't come back?
He'll come back
30%.
if his internet allows.
Should be making bets on this.
What are the odds here? Come on.
I don't know. There with his internet.
I'll give you 5-1 odds.
Uh,
He doesn't come back.
I really should start making some more sports bets. I need to start getting that would definitely get me more interested in it. That's for sure. Definitely would watch it a little bit closer.
Yeah, it does make you very curious. Like I was locked into what? Oregon, Washington. Oh, that would have been a good game anyways. But there's games where it's like I would normally have very minimal interest in where I'm like, this is so important.
Come on.
I tell you what,
Don't
Brady,
dare.
that night that you got me on what was that, FanDuel or what was you got me because you got shared money or whatever. Well, anyways, I've never been more attached to my phone with sports. Like I kept checking the score and see what was going on, checking my parlay, and
I need all of the updates.
yeah, it was almost like an obsession almost. So that's why I don't do it.
Yep. It gets you. Especially when you have like the weird random bets where it's like, I picked Penn State to cover by 28.5. So it's like scores freaking a blowout game. And you're just like, they still need to score a touchdown in the fourth quarter. And you're just like, go. Like, it has no meaning on the game at all, like whatsoever. But like, to me, it's important.
Don't they like, okay, so they give like the spread, like the over under, or like, for like the games. Aren't those usually like right on? Like if they need like 10 points or whatever to cover or whatever, or that they give them 10 points or whatever. I'm not 100% how this works, but usually aren't those pretty close? Like the final score is pretty close to that 10 point or,
Yeah, a lot of times they are pretty decently close.
I wonder how they figure that. Like that's it's just crazy that they get that close sometimes.
To me, the spreads can be hit or miss because like random things can happen in a game where like a team gets a lot of turnovers or like weird plays or things happen. But like the over unders, like the fact that they get those so close a lot of times, like within like half a point or a point,
That's what I'm
like
saying. Yeah.
so often I'm just like, how do they do that?
Because wasn't it like the Chiefs game or something this last week was like 10 plus the hook, meaning the half, if no one doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
And they covered by like 11 or something like that.
Yeah,
or
they covered by half a point. Yeah.
half a point. I mean, like how like that's crazy. Like
Vegas knows, man. They don't get all those big buildings out there by accident.
I guess, man, it's all rigged. It's part of this. I'm not a conspiracy man, but
just like the Powerball.
Yeah, this isn't going well in your favor of you not being a conspiracy man.
We never landed on the moon.
So we've trash talked half of our listeners. We've Republicans, Democrats for the smoke. I mean, we've hit just about every party. I think. I don't know.
We lost Blake. He's back with a cell phone.
He's
Apparently,
back. We're looking at the ceiling right now. Yeah,
The good looking ceiling.
I don't know what's happening right now. Computer's all locked up.
now Elon Musk, man, he's getting to you.
No, this is
slandering Elon Musk now.
Yeah,
this is
Gotta buy that Starlink Plus.
you gotta get those plugs in so you get the attention. Algorithm.
Yeah, I saw the Starlink antenna come by this summer. That was kind of cool.
So Kylie saw that one night when she got done with work, and she's like, "Alex," she runs in the house. She's like, "Alex, something is going on outside," and I'm like, "What?" And I thought it's just something on the street or something. She goes, "Something is going on in space," and I'm like, "Get out of here!" Like, I don't want to talk to you.
What are you talking about?
She's like, "Get out, come outside with me." So, anyways, I look up and I'm like, I didn't know any of this, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "It's a straight line of stars." Like something's going on. So then I had to Google it. And I mean, obviously a quick Google search got you right to the Starlink. But I mean, man, if you didn't know that was going on, that is kind of freaky seeing that.
Yeah, a very similar response when we were out having like a fire in the backyard, and I look up and I just see this like perfectly straight line of like 10 what appears to be stars flying through the sky in a straight line. I'm like, what the shit is that?
It's all coming to an end tonight.
Yeah,
like,
right. Some aliens up there?
Oh, yeah, it was kind of crazy
Yeah.
to see, but
Just Elon Musk.
yep, just doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Providing them interwebs.
Not doing very well for some reason here.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably on the other. It's on the other side of orbit right now. It'll be coming around again soon. You just got to hold on.
Cloud
hope
came
so.
by, screwed you up.
No, I think this is all of my computer actually, but whatevs. We'll get it figured out.
Well, hopefully it keeps recording this. Otherwise,
I
No,
thought
I
I
bet
read
will.
that.
Say otherwise, we've just been wasting our time.
just missed that riveting conversation on gambling that we had.
Mhm, mhm.
We got anything
Oh,
else in
yeah.
our holster? I think we're kind of.
I think this is good.
My 2 night bets are going to go 1-1. So
I
take
think when
that for what it's
people,
worth.
I think when people look back, they'll say the opposite of this was
Well,
good.
what was the what was your UCLA bet? The
UCLA plus 3.5. They're still down. What 6?
they're down
10?
12.
Yeah, it's not good.
They're driving down though.
Man, they ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, even if they get a 2-point conversion, it's not
Well,
gonna be
not
enough.
with that attitude, Brady.
Yeah, well, take your losses. You gotta know when your losses happen.
Oh, I think we lost.
4-1
Again.
for the day, though. I'll take 4-1 for the day. That's great. That's good
And
stuff.
he's gone again, or else he's like you. He just doesn't want to show
No,
his
Victor.
face.
Can't handle the bandwidth.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
No, I'm
Good job, Girl Scouts.
Hope you enjoyed the shout outs and
keep on listening. Tell
keep
your
on
friends.
listening. Yep. North Carolina.
Raise up.
Bye.
Get out of here!